Three, two, one.
Well, I am super excited because today I get to officially announce not Karen McDonald, but Darin Hunter gets to officially announce how excited we are to have Amber De Marche as part of our team here in
Yay.
downtown Woodstock, the MortgageRight team. Amber, we are so excited. Tell us, what can we expect from you as a loan officer here at the MortgageRight team in Woodstock?
Yeah, you can expect all the good things. Yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of the team. It's an honor to get to be here and be downtown and work with all the borrowers, and let's sell all the houses.
That's right. That's right. So, what can your borrowers expect when they're working with you? Give them an idea of, what they can expect, like what sort of communication, how are you going to benefit them as you're working with them to accomplish their dream, whether it's a first-time home buyer or buying an investment property. Kind of speak to them.
So I like to take a holistic approach when I'm working with borrowers. I want to know what your goals are, not just qualify you for a mortgage, but qualify you for the right mortgage that fits you and your goals and needs financially. I like to check in with you a couple of times a week throughout the process and get you to closing as smoothly and quickly as possible.
Excellent. Now, can you tell us any sort of, special products or anything that you focus on, or is there a particular type of borrower that you work with best?
So I really love everybody, but if you prefer a lender that's going to take the time to educate you, you like somebody that kind of holds your hand a little bit and really explains things and likes to go in depth, to have a background in education. And so I really like to make sure that, when we get to the closing table, you knew everything that was happening. And just that. And first-time home buyers, of course, are the best for me because they need to learn all of the things. So,
well, let's talk a little bit about your background. So you said a background in education. So you decided, I'm not going to educate the youth anymore. I'm gonna educate home buyers. Certainly, that's not the case. Tell everybody how you got to, a little bit about yourself and how you got into the mortgage industry.
So COVID helped. I'm sure it helped a lot of us make a little bit of a pivot there. But I was in the beauty industry for about 10 years. I worked as a stylist for a little while and then went to a cosmetology school where I was an instructor and lead admissions director for a good part of that 10 years. And whenever COVID hit, it shut it all down. And I was like, man, I think I'm ready to try something else. Didn't really know what I wanted to do when I graduated high school. Like I'm sure most of us change later in life. And had met a broker through networking, and he was like, hey, come shadow and see something that you like. And I fell in love with it. So here I am.
Excellent. Well, we can't thank you enough for going down that path because we're ecstatic to have you. Now, you mentioned networking, so you're involved in a couple different networking groups. Tell us which ones they are and where can they find you, at these networking groups.
Yeah, so I go to Canton Business Club, Woodstock Business Club, Kennesaw Business Club. I'm a member of the Cherokee Chamber of Commerce. I'm in a B&I group that meets in Woodstock on Wednesdays for lunch. So, and I try to stand by the door most of the time so I can be the greeter and see everybody. But yeah, I'm around.
You're doing all the right things. Now, on weekends, people can find you at some of the local open houses, though. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, I've been doing a ton of open houses. For all my realtors out there, I love doing open houses. If you need someone to strategize with you, I know, as a realtor, it's nice to have a lender there, not just to answer questions for the people that are coming through, but so you don't have to sit there for 2 hours or 3 hours by yourself. So I'm happy to, help make your open houses successful.
Now, how else can you help your referral partners? You mentioned open houses, strategizing. Is there anything specific that you want to let everybody know on when you work with Amber? This is what you're going to get, from a referral partner's perspective.
I mean, communication is huge for me. I love talking and I love people. So I like to call and just check in with my referral partners weekly and see what I can help you with, especially with all of the media having a big focus on the market right now. Like there's so many borrowers that have questions or they're scared. So that's a huge thing. Again, educating the referral partners.
Right.
We do education stuff at MortgageRight for our referral partners. And there was something else I was going to say. What was I going to say? Oh, I remember now. Can I just keep going?
Start with, we do a lot of You said at MortgageRight, so start with at MortgageRight.
Okay. At MortgageRight, we do a lot of education stuff for our referral partners. My niche is getting those borrowers that maybe aren't ready right now, but want to be ready in the next 6, 8, 12 months. I'm really good at following up with them. And again, the education piece, setting down with them and creating a plan and being their accountability partner to get them where they want to be.
Love that. So you're incubating some either potential leads or potential borrowers that need a little help, whether it's on credit or income. Maybe we need the rates to come back down, things of that nature. So you're taking care of their clients, putting them in a position to help them make more money.
Yes.
Love that. All right, so the market, it's been insane. We all know that. It's a topic of everybody's discussion, but over the last couple years, people have been banging their fists on their desk, on their kitchen tables. The market is going to crash. Here we are. FHFA, Black Knight, Zillow, Case-Shiller, they're all showing appreciation. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think we're definitely not headed for a crash. Homes are appreciating. So if you're someone that's thinking about buying a home and you're like, well, I'm going to wait for the market to get better, we don't know what's going to happen, right? They say time in the market is better than timing the market. So buy that house now, because we're forecasted to appreciate 6% over the next year. So that house that you want to buy now is going to be even more expensive next year, even with rates coming down. So buy now.
So if you buy a $300,000 house, you're using a mortgage to leverage the purchase. That's an $18,000 in appreciation in equity that you've gained in 1 year. Is my math adding up?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. All right. Now, so let's talk about leverage. Now, so you're using a mortgage to purchase a house, and everybody, there's still this common misconception that you have to have 20% down. Mm-hmm. Help educate everybody on that.
You definitely do not have to have 20% down. You can buy a home with as little as 3.5% down, 5% down, 10%. Like I mentioned, whatever works for you and your financial situation, it's still a great investment. I mean, where else can you go and put $15,000 into something to get a $300,000 investment that's going to appreciate 6%? I mean,
right.
It's not gonna.
Yeah, I mean, so think about that for a second. So you're putting down $15,000 to control a $300,000 asset.
It's huge.
In this case, a profit. If you put $15,000 into the stock market or into a treasury bill, not quite the same amount of return that you're getting on your investment. So,
right.
Obviously leverage is key, but there's no doubt. I mean, obviously we don't know exactly where the markets are going. So of course there's potential risk and there is responsibilities that need to be taken care of. So I want to make certain we're clear on that. But yeah, it does seem like, especially what we've got going on with the opportunities for appreciation, it does seem like it's a great opportunity. But, should you be buying a home as an investment property, your primary residence as an investment property? Is that the way people should think when they buy a primary residence?
I think it's twofold. If in my opinion, it's twofold. I think, as our generations grow and we have, my generation coming in, we look at home ownership differently than like my grandparents did, where you buy the house and you're going to live there for 30 years. And so it's a 30-year decision that you're making. But now we live in a house for 5 or 7 or 9 years. And so it's a 5, 7 or 9 year financial decision. And I do think that some of the younger generations think of it as an investment, because you have the forced savings part of the principal payment that
Sure.
goes into equity. And, you're not paying rent, which is, I know everybody hates it, but 100% interest that you're paying. So, and it appreciates over time. So I would definitely say consider your primary residence as an investment.
As an investment, okay. And then, what about, you're not only buying a primary residence as an investment, but you're making memories there. You're growing a
Absolutely.
family there. And no matter what, we still need a a roof over our head. And you're going to be paying in some form or fashion, unless, of course, you're going to live with your parents. I'm not going to, but you can. I love my parents, but I don't want to live with them at this point. I think I've moved on from there. So, but if you want to live with your parents, I get it. I understand.
That's totally fine.
They're phenomenal people, and you should love them all the time. But if you want to consider buying a house, whether it's a primary residence or an investment property, or even like a beach or a lake house or
Yeah.
mountain house, how can they find you, and where do they need to go to find you other than the networking groups? Where are they going to locate and get in touch with you?
I am on social media, on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can just search Amber De Marche. I have business and personal page, so it should all pop up, and all of my contact information is there.
And I will say, Amber is our most outstanding female loan officer here at MortgageRight, and I cannot thank you enough for bringing a woman's perspective here into this office, because we definitely needed it. And again, we're so excited. I'm ecstatic. You're doing all the right things, and it was such a treat when we were able to connect, and you come on board, and we're just we're over the moon, excited about having you here. And so thank you very much, Amber. Thanks for spending the time with us. Thanks for letting everybody know who you are, where to find you, and what kind of value you provide. My name's Darin Hunter. This is Amber De Marche, and this is MortgageRight, downtown Woodstock.